Hello, fabulous friends and fans. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Welcome to this FAQ video. I love interacting with you guys, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and the YouTube comments as well, and the other places I am at on social media online. And you guys have great questions, so please do keep them coming. This question comes through my website from Divya, who asked, is there any significance to celebrating a birthday at a full moon? Well, yes. Essentially, what happens when the sun returns to, you know how we say at a birthday, many happy returns? Well, that's ultimately because the sun returns to where it was on your birthday. And so when the sun returns to the exact position that it was in at the moment of your first breath, astrologers like to take a snapshot of the sky at that time. Some astrologers, we like to use a technique called solar returns. And as part of this technique, we look at the relationship of the planets as that sun has returned to where it was when you were born and what that is likely to say about the themes that are coming up for you in this year ahead of your life. So when we are looking at the moon is so important. You want to see where the moon is at your birthday, because the moon is a symbol of emotional fulfillment. It's where we find a sense of comfort and also where we strive for stability as well. What we need to feel like we are genuinely caring for ourselves, as well as how we go about caring for other people as well. So to have a full moon on your birthday denotes a year of many things coming to fruition. It's a year of culmination, and it is a year when things that you've been working on for a while, sometimes years, now bear fruit. Now they come to be. Now there's a sense of completion around things that you've been working on, things close to the heart for quite a few years now. When you have your birthday at a new moon, well, it is sort of the opposite. It is a time of new beginnings. It is a year that suggests that you will be trying different things and planting seeds, trying to see which ones are going to really sort of spurt roots, if you will. It is about you being more honest with yourself about what it is that you really desire to start again and initiating action from that place. And it's also about coming to a new understanding about what you really need. So if you celebrate your birthday at a new moon, it does tend to represent a time when a lot of things change for you. It does tend to represent a year where you start a lot of brand new chapters as well. Now, it's not just the new moon and the full moon, but we also want to look at what's happening at the different quarter moons as well. And so if you are celebrating your birthday a week after a new moon, that represents a year of working on things that you've already started. So it's about you working on what you desire to bring to fruition. It's about coming to a deeper understanding of what is worth your energy as well, and what is it that you want to give a really good push, if you will. And so what is it now that you're going to let drop off? What is it now that's revealing itself as not part of your vision? But what is it also that is? What opportunities are like undeniable right about now? What is it that's already started that now is asking for you to give it the energy, the time, and the care that it needs to really develop into something that can eventually come to fruition, that can eventually be something that you are proud of? If you celebrate your birthday a week after a full moon, so this is a waning moon, okay, called a third quarter moon sometimes. And it is at this time, at the waning moon, a week after the full moon, if you will, a week after the full moon, you're celebrating your birthday. This is a time of tying up loose ends. This is a year really where you're coming to understand that there's certain things that you want to close now. understanding what has served its purpose in your life, where it is that you've got to give a little bit more energy before you're ready to start again. So it's like there's a feeling that beginnings are coming. Beginnings are a little bit further down the road. And so in order to get there, you've got to prepare. You know, I'm reminded when I look at this of people who have been wanting to move for a really long time, for example, maybe to another city or maybe just changing from an apartment to a home. Well, they tend to spend a little bit of time, or sometimes this happens. One thing that I recommend is to start to align yourself with where it is ultimately you want to go. So if you know that you're gearing up for a change, that you have a desire to move to another place, then you start doing things like, for example, giving away some things, thinking about where you can lighten your load, start looking into where it is that you could store your stuff, and thinking about what is next while closing about what is in front of you now. So these are the types of activities that we see when you celebrate your birthday. It is a year of tying up loose ends, knowing, even if it's not necessarily that you're moving, it's just that you know, even if it's just on an intuitive level, that something else is coming up. So you want to do everything you can to be ready when that something else does come up for you. So at your birthday, pay attention to the lunar cycle. It speaks volumes to where it is that you will find a sense of emotional satisfaction, really, over the course of the coming year, where it is that you can give your energy in order to fully feel a sense of being well cared for by yourself through your own attention, your own care. And as well, as I said, it ultimately represents how it is that you're guiding other people and how you're caring for other people as well. Well, thank you so much for your questions. Again, please do keep them coming. Love hearing from you guys. And until we connect again, take care.